This is ReplicantPhish. Welcome back. Glad you could join me again. So what topic do I have today? The topic of going back. Going back into the sea, into the fields, into the dating pool, into those fields of lost dreams. Back to dating, in other words. So the topic is, would you go back to dating if women changed in 2020? You see, many of us are single men that live our lives for ourselves. Us as regular, everyday, awesome bastards. Many of us have our own reasons for being single. For a large part, it's because of how a lot of modern women are. The way they carry themselves, their attitude, the feminist imbued power they seemingly have. It's not really power, but you know what I mean. So my question to you is, if everything changed, if somehow this year in 2020, a large majority of women changed, thought culture disappeared. Yeah, that's going to happen. But just imagine. Imagine if feminism stopped being what it was. If yes, obviously it helped women to be better women or whatever, but it stops the crushing of men. It stops the reduction of masculinity. It stops the selling of toxic males who are just regular men anyway. If women became more approachable, more desirable, if women made men want to get married again en masse, would you go back to dating then? Would you abandon the single bachelor life? Would you abandon being a monk if you are a monk? Would you pursue a woman if you had given up on pursuing women in the first place? Because you see, personally, for Fishy himself, this bastard here, it wouldn't make a difference to me. It would make a difference for many things, yes, of course. But honestly, it wouldn't make a difference to me. Because the point for me to make is, me being single is not just based on the current state of the world. It's also based on what I understand I want in my life and what's better for me. Let me use this as an example. Say one day, Fish comes along a stunning woman. Lovely woman, great personality, she looks good, smells good, and she's actually a nice woman. Now, is that everything I need? No, it isn't. You see, because I have it to a point where it doesn't matter. I have spent these past few years seeing what I needed for me, not whom I may need, as in another person. No, it was to look into myself, to see more of what in myself I needed and wanted to bring forth. So the point I'm making is, there are things I found out about myself, grown in the understanding of myself, and it's to the point where I understand that I could not have achieved that if my focus was not solely on self. And you see, in finding out more of myself, it made me understand what I do and do not need. So it wouldn't matter if things changed. For many men it would make them obviously want to date again and find a woman. Makes perfect sense. For me it wouldn't, because I still get the benefit of my own time, my own space, my own environment, with no one else there, just me. And it's the fact of having been there and done it, to have experienced certain things that made me realize what I would prefer for me. So if things did change, it wouldn't make a difference in my life. I would still be a content single man. Yes, of course, may bust and move, but, in a world where women may change so drastically, the odd thing is, busting and moving may become very, very difficult then. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be the ironic thing? What was best for me was not for the world to change. It was for me to change myself, to thus understand the world better. So unless a woman has the ability to make me become a better person in understanding myself, then sorry, there's still nothing more she can do for me. Well, apart from, a few things. Hey. Like a nomad. Focus. Observe. Remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.